What if you could have the attention of 3,576 people to your brand? Would that help you sell more products? Would that give you more opportunities to make more money? If you answered yes, then you're going to want to stick around, because in this episode, I'm going to show you how we've built a list from scratch, again, from 0 to 3,576 emails in just 14 days. That's what you're going to learn in this episode. Well, hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Amazing Seller Podcast. This is episode number 773. My name is Scott Volker, and I'm here to help you build a future-proof business so you can create the ultimate freedom. But there's always a but. You have to take what you learned from this episode and take action, and you can become the amazing seller of your life. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. All right. Well, today I am excited because we are going to be sharing these results with you from a really, really fresh and new case study that we've been working on. And part of this case study, this brand building case study, which I'll talk a little bit more about here in a minute, but we're at the phase right now where we're building our email list from scratch. And if you read the title of this episode, it's right. We have collected 3,576 emails in just 14 days, averaging around 250 now per day. And the cost per email has come down even from the time that we started. And we are averaging around 23-ish cents per email. And that's all in. And I'm going to break it all down for you. I'm going to give you guys the strategy, kind of what we've done, but also what we're going to continue to do moving forward and why this is so important, and also why you need to make sure that you have everything right before you even start this process. All right. But this episode is coming from an open case study in a brand that we're building from scratch, and we're doing this live inside of Brand Creators Academy. And like I said, this is a recent list building case study. We are still in it. The time that you're listening to this is going to be January 6th, the day that it goes out, the day that it's published. And I'm recording this a week before. So this is actually going to be even further along at the time of this being published. But right now, the day that I'm recording this, we are sitting at 3,576 emails, and that's in just 14 days. All right. So again, this is so important for you guys to understand moving into 2020 and in the future. Building an email list is a huge part of building out your brand. There's so much that you can do with it. And I've talked about this time and time again. And that's why we're doing it here inside of this new brand. It really does speed up the process. It amplifies our content. It amplifies our brand. It gives us so much more opportunity to leverage this traffic because it is a traffic source. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to break this down, the strategy and everything that went into it. Now, before we do, like I said, this is airing on January 6th, 2020. It's a pretty special day today because we have opened Brand Creators Academy today. So depending on when you're listening to this, we generally open it a few times per year. And this is our academy where we are documenting a live case study. So whether you're coming in now or if you came in 2 months ago, you're still going to be able to go back and watch the build as it happens. The cool thing is once you get through that, you can jump right to where we are at. Right? Like, so right now we're in the process of building out the list, but this is all being documented. So you can always go through that. The other cool thing is there's other brand creators inside of the academy doing the exact same thing. I'm going to share this one of our members, this other case study that's happening by one of our members, and their results are just off the charts with building their email list. All right. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because right now, today, again, if you're listening to this on the 6th, we are open for enrollment. So if you would like to join us inside of Brand Creators Academy, head over to brandcreators.com. Okay. Make sure that you go there within the next week if you're at all interested in joining us, because like I said, we do close the enrollment down and then we focus all of our energy on helping our members. So make sure that you do that. Now, if you're listening to this after the fact and you still want the training inside of our Brand Creators free training, you can go there, brandcreators.com. You can either get put on the wait list or you can just go through the free training there. So there will always be resources there for you, but right now we are open for enrollment. So take advantage of that if you've been on the fence or if you've been waiting for us to open, now is the time. All right. So right now, I think we agree, or maybe we don't. I hope we do. But if you have traffic, if we have the market's attention, all right, you have a really good chance of selling more of your products or other people's products as an affiliate. Would we agree on that? If we have the attention of the right market. So let me give you an example. If I was selling fishing gear, okay, and I just randomly went out to my, the end of my driveway or the end of my neighborhood, and I just said, I had a little stand there and it basically advertised that I have some fishing gear, I might get a few people that come through that are in my market. But if I went to some type of convention or if I went to some type of meetup where those people were interested in fishing and I have these certain type of fishing lures, wouldn't there be a better chance for me to make a sale if I could get in front of those people? Well, that's what we're doing when we're building our email list or we're building our traffic that lead people back to our home base or our store or our blog, right? So that's the way I want you to think about this. So when we're building an email list, we're not just building an email list of anyone, we're building it of specific, I'm talking really, really laser targeted people that are interested in what we have to offer. Okay. And that's because we've done this in a way that attracts them with, let's use the analogy of fishing. We put out the right bait, right? So this way here we attract the right people. And then from there, we bring them in so we can have those conversations. That's all we're doing with the email list. The other cool thing with the email list is we're also able to start learning about them. And you're going to hear, I'm going to share with you how this is working for one of our members. All right. So let me just kind of get right to it. Okay. Because I think you want to know, like, okay, Scott, how the heck did you do it? And then what happens after you've done this? What's next? I'm going to share that with you. All right. So at the time of this recording, like I said, we're at 3,576 emails. Now, here's the other interesting part that happens when you do this the way that we've done it, okay? We have built also a Facebook page from zero, by the way, 0 to 412 followers, okay? So on that page, and this was a byproduct. We were not intentionally doing this to build likes to a page. It just happens because you need a page in order to run a Facebook ad. Talk about that in a minute, okay? So 412 followers just randomly now appeared on our Facebook page. Did not try to get them, okay? The other cool thing is we have a post that's created on that page because we are running an ad using that post, okay? So that post that resides on our Facebook page has 1,050 likes right now at the time of this recording. It also has 297 comments. And it also has, and wait for this one, 436 shares and a ton of tagging friends. And what I mean by that is someone will drop a comment and they'll just tag one of their friends, and that's it. And their friend is going to be tagged inside of the comment of that post. So you probably know how that works, right? If you're that friend, you see that you got a notification that you've been mentioned, and then you're going to click on it to see it, and you're going to go over to that page. And so it's like, hey, I think that you'd be interested in this, or I might tag my father because he's into fishing too, and I might just put his name in the comment, and then it'll automatically let him know that I made a comment and that I tagged him, right? And so that's a really great way to get other people over there, right? So you have shares and a ton of tagging. So again, let me just repeat those. It's crazy. 1,050 likes, 297 comments, and 436 shares and a ton of tagging. Okay. Now we're averaging right now, in the beginning, we were averaging around 32 cents per email all in. And that's going, with everything that we're offering, which I'll go through that here in a second. But right now, we've brought that down to 22 cents per email. And one of the big reasons is because when you have a Facebook ad that is running on a page and it's getting a lot of likes, it's getting a lot of comments, it's getting a lot of shares, it tells Facebook that this is something that people want and it's something that they are enjoying. So they're going to bring the ad cost down so they can get it out to more people. That's just kind of how the Facebook ad thing works. Okay. So really, really cool stuff. Again, I'm going to walk through the steps that we did here in a minute. And I've talked about these before, but I'm going to give you guys the breakdown. And I believe I broke it down into like 7 steps. All right. So I wanted to share, like I said, one of our members, his name is Ken Wilson, and his results are pretty much almost as good right now. So he posted this in our Brand Creators Academy Facebook group, and he's 8 days in, and he said 26% complete, meaning that he's got more time to go. We're going to actually run ours for 30 days. We've been running it for 14, so we got 16 more days. All right. He's collected total emails 1,781. His Facebook ad spend has been $322.25. So he's at 20 cents each for those, okay? Now, if you include the prize, he's offering an $80 prize, it retails for $249, but the prize only costs him $80, probably because it's his own products, okay? Now, for us, we don't have any products in this new brand, so what we're doing is we're going out there and we're finding 4 products, which we went through this whole process inside of Brand Creators Academy where we had our entire group help us brainstorm what would make a really good lead offer that would get people's attention in this market. And it's working pretty well. But we don't have any of our own products. And we did this exact same thing in the other brand that I talk a lot about that's over 2.5 years old now. And that one there is getting, I talked about this before. We've gotten over 2 million page views in a year with that, following the same strategy. But we built our email list using this exact same strategy. And we didn't have our own products in the beginning either, but I'm assuming he's using his own products, which is $80 cost, but it retails for $249. So if you break down his hard cost, he's getting those emails for just 23 cents each. All right. Now he gave his Facebook post results. Okay. 645 likes, 135 comments, and 166 shares. All right, now I'm going to read what he wrote here just so you kind of get an idea of what we're talking about. He said, I've not switched to a lookalike audience as the CPC, cost per click, has been holding steady. And that's something that we talk about, and Chris actually talked about, Chris Schaefer, that is, and actually shows you how to take your initial targeting to find the right people, build that email list up to about 300 to 500 people. And then from there, you create a lookalike audience by uploading those into Facebook. And Chris actually shows you exactly how to do all this, but just so you understand the strategy. But at this point, like even us, we haven't really done that yet because our costs are so good. We don't want to screw things up. Generally, we're like, if we're like 75 cents to $1 per email, we're still okay. But we still then want to start bringing it down if we can. But like Ken is saying here, they're holding pretty steady at the 23 cents or whatever. Why touch it, right? And so that's what he's talking about. So then he says, what has been the most surprising and valuable to me is getting emails from so many people that have entered. They are telling me how this product has helped them or a family member through a difficult time or sharing memories, etc. Makes me feel obligated to deliver even better products because the customers need them. The Facebook comments have a lot of audience insight as well. And then I commented back to him, and so did a bunch of other people. And then I had just said, hey, can you give us some weekly updates on this? Because I'm really, really intrigued by it. And he said, sure, I can post weekly updates and a final wrap up. The Facebook comments and direct emails have been pure gold and a wake up call for me regarding the potential audience interest off of Amazon. And he just asked if we'll be creating a video on transitioning the email list from the giveaway into the brand that we're building as a welcome sequence once the giveaway is over. He said, I'm a little fuzzy on that. And the answer was yes, we are absolutely doing that, but we're not there yet. So once we get that, and I'll give you an idea of what we're going to do here once this ends and we have this list built, what are we going to do with it? All right. So let's talk now about what what's the process look like? Like what is everything that we've really done? Well, before we get to that, and this is really, really critical, because some people think they can just, do this in any market and it's going to work. It's not true. It's not going to always work. There's certain markets going to be harder to do. So you need to make sure that you are very clear on the market or the niche that you are going after, and making sure that you've done that validation process, which I've talked about over and over and over again at brandcreators.com. I had a free resource there for you, like some training and all of that stuff. But you need to know who your market is and what gets them excited, or what is going to help them. What are they interested in? We spent over an hour brainstorming this inside of Brand Creators Academy. We actually recorded the entire thing. So if and when you join Brand Creators Academy, you can watch that. You can watch that full brainstorming session with myself, Chris, and a bunch of our Brand Creators Academy members. They were there live on that call, and we were brainstorming back and forth with them. They were giving us ideas. We were giving our own ideas, and we finally settled on these 4 different products. So again, inside of Brand Creators Academy, we go through that. We actually share the niche that we're building this out in and everything. So there's everything there for you to kind of go through. But again, I'm giving you guys the high level view right here. All right. But you do need to brainstorm those different potential lead magnets, as we call them. Okay. So here is and I broke it down into 7 steps. Okay. So number 1, we chose a lead magnet that was exciting and we knew people really wanted and they could use. Okay. Now, a lead magnet, if you're brand new to this podcast, what a lead magnet is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's something that's going to attract the right person. So that's a lead, right? Now lead magnet, sometimes people are like, well, that it sounds like you're just looking at it as a number. I'm not. I look at every single person that's on our email list as a person. And we want to treat them like that, because after you start reading the comments from people on these posts, and even with emails that they write back to you, you realize very quickly that these are people and they're very passionate, or they're very, involved in this market and they care about it. Okay. So you just understand that. So number 1, we chose a lead magnet that is exciting and people really want. Number 2 is we created a giveaway offer. Now, there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can create a lead magnet. A lead magnet could be a free download, like I've offered in the past at brandcreators.com. It's a brand growth validation checklist. I've got other resources that I've given out in exchange for an email address. It could be anything like that. It could be a set of templates. If you're selling something that offers or lends itself to a template or a checklist, or maybe it's a shopping list, anything like that, right? That's a lead magnet. But what I've found is when you're doing a giveaway, if you want to get like a really big boost right out of the gate, start building a list using a giveaway, but the right giveaway, right? The right contest or giveaway for people to raise their hand that are genuinely interested in your market. Okay. Really important. Our offer was $225 in value, and we're going to actually pay that because we don't have any of those products ourselves as of yet. All right. But we also found that these 4 products, people really want them. Right. So that also tells us, well, they'll probably want to buy them then in the future too, whether we sell them ourselves or if we sell them as an affiliate through Amazon. We have all kinds of options. Okay. But we created a giveaway offer and it was valued at $225. Okay. Number 3, we then needed to create a landing page. A landing page is where people are going to go and they're going to see what this offer is. What are they going to exchange their email address for receiving? And in this case, it's receiving an entry into this giveaway, into this contest. Okay. So creating a landing page with the offer plus an email capture form. Okay. And now what we've used, there's tons of different ways you can do this too, by the way. Okay. But what we use is a plugin for WordPress. We've actually created it. We partnered up with Chris Guthrie, and it's called Giveaway Boost. And what this does, it's actually 2 parts now. It used to only be 4 giveaways, but now it actually does coupon code, email capture, and a few other things. But one of the main reasons why we created this is we wanted a simple way to create a landing page that had all of the different features on it that we knew were important for a giveaway. And that is, there's a countdown timer on it. There's a place to put a slideshow in there of the different images. There's a way there to put bullet points on there of what they're going to be receiving. There's a way for you to have a capture form embedded right on that page. And then from there, what's going to happen is we want them, once they input their information, we want them to go to what we call a thank you page. Okay. And that's step 4 in this process. And inside a giveaway boost, that automatically happens. And then it also makes it easy for those people to share the contest to get more entries. So see, we incentivize them to share the contest with other friends and family, whoever is interested in this, in exchange for them potentially getting more entries. And it works really, really good. Okay. So again, we have number 3 was creating the landing page with the offer with the email capture form. Okay, so again, we used Giveaway Boost for that. We also used ConvertKit for the email capture. But here's the deal. If you didn't want to use ConvertKit, and I'll talk a little bit here in a minute on why we like ConvertKit and why we're using an autoresponder, but you could just use Giveaway Boost to collect the emails, and then you can export it as a CSV file. Okay, it's just you don't have the autoresponder capabilities later. Okay, it will send a thank you message, but it won't give you more features and more things that you want to do later. Okay, so we always encourage people to use an autoresponder. There's Aweber, there's ActiveCampaign, there's all different ones out there. MailChimp. We just like ConvertKit. It works really, really, really well. Okay, so number 4, again, like I said, was creating that thank you page with ways to share to get extra entries. And again, that's built into Giveaway Boost. So if you are using Giveaway Boost, then you have that and you've probably already used it. All right, so number 5 is we created a Facebook fan page. But here's the deal. We didn't create a Facebook fan page just to have one. We did it because we needed one so we could run Facebook ads. The cool thing about that is now we have another asset out there. It's a Facebook fan page that our brand is on. And then also we're able to then repurpose some of our content that we've been creating and put it there. And then we also get to fill out the page a little bit. But we also get people to start following the page just naturally. We never asked anyone to like our page. They just automatically will, not all of them, out of like what, 32, no, what did I say? 30, how many are we at now? We're at like 3,500. Let's see. I got to see the exact number because I don't want to not know the number. It is, I'm scrolling here, 3,576. That's how many we're at, right? But out of those, we only have 400 and some that are following the page. Okay. And that's okay. I mean, it's not something that we were shooting for, but it's extra. It's a bonus. Okay. We didn't pay any extra for that. All right. So that's just another side benefit of running it through a Facebook page. Okay. Not a group, by the way, a page. Okay. Now here's the next step here. Okay. We created the Facebook fan page. Now we need to create a Facebook ad. This is step 6, by the way. Created the Facebook ad post. Okay, so we created a post and we didn't boost it though. We did this in the ad manager. But then what we did is we created a little slideshow. We found that a static image that's just sitting there that doesn't move doesn't work as well as something that moves slowly. So we have 4 different products. So you have the first image that comes up and it has every product in there, right? And then the next one would have an individual shot of each one. So we have like 4 or 5 images and they're just rotating through. It's a little video slideshow. Okay. It also acts as a video. Okay. Which is kind of cool. Now the other thing that I didn't even throw into my notes here, but the other thing that we're doing here on our landing page and inside a Giveaway Boost, it makes it real easy to do, but we're taking a Facebook pixel inside of our Facebook ads area and we're putting that into our landing page. Okay. And what this does is it starts collecting and building a custom audience, even if they don't put their name and email address in. It means that they've landed there. And then from there, it starts building a custom audience inside of Facebook that we can use later if we want to retarget, if we want to put another message out in front of this audience, we can totally do that. So again, that's a really cool feature that is kind of baked in here that doesn't take a lot of work, but why not build that? Right? Like, why not build that? Like, we are building our email list is our main focus, but the side benefits are Facebook page. We've got 400, or so likes there. So that's good. And then we also can be building our custom audience in the background. So now that we got 3,500 emails, we might have gotten 4,000 people that hit the page, but only 3,500 actually opted in. What happened to those other 500? Well, they're in our custom audience. We can still retarget them later if we want to. All right. So that's that. That's number 6. Number 7 was we created 2 follow-up messages. And those follow-up messages are pretty basic right now. Okay. The first one is kind of a reminder that, hey, you just signed up. Here's the details. Here's your link to share the contest to get more entries. And then we also drop in there, here's a little bit about us and why we are passionate about this market. And then we link them over to our About Us page on our website. Okay. So this is a way for them to connect with us, but also it's a reminder just in case they lost their thank you page where they're able to share and get credit for that. So it's a way for us to remind them. The next email, we follow up a couple days later that basically just says, hey, it's been a couple days since you entered. I just wanted to check in again. And I wanted to give you some resources that we've created about X, Y, and Z. Thought you might find these useful. Now, these are exactly the same market the same type of stuff that this market's into because we know it because we're in the market, right? And the cool thing is we've already created content that we can then send these people to, all right? So again, that's what we did so far. Now, moving forward, we're going to add more in the follow-up sequence and we're going to start sending broadcast messages. The difference is follow-up messages, auto follow-up messages, they happen automatically. We can create an auto sequence that goes for 30 days. We can have it go for a year. And we can just kind of drip it out over time. A broadcast is more of me writing an email, pressing send, and then it goes out to everyone on demand. Okay. So I can just boom, click that button and off it goes. Okay. So right now, after we just went through all of those steps, we're sitting, and I'll show you where we're sitting as far as money spent and all of that right now so you get an idea. Okay. Total spend so far on Facebook ads is $585. Okay. Our prize, we are going to spend $225. Here's the other thing, guys. Here's what we're doing to deliver that prize. We are going to basically just take their information. We're going to buy it on Amazon and ship it to them directly. We don't even have to buy the product ourselves and bring it, into our own home or whatever, and then send it to them. We're going to have them do it and we'll probably get Prime shipping free, right? So just an easy way to do it. Just make sure that the product that you're giving away, that there's enough available, right? That if one was out, you can get it somewhere else. So total prize right now, total prize was $225. Total cost right now, we're in at $810 for 3,576 total emails. Right now, we're averaging about 250 emails per day. Okay. 23 cents per email currently, 16 days left. I predict we are going to get about another 4,000 emails before this giveaway is over. We will end a total of probably around 7,000 emails at the end of all of this. That's my prediction. Now, here's the funny thing. When we were doing the brainstorming call inside of Brand Creators Academy, I think it was like one of the members, or maybe it was Chris, that asked me, what's my goal? What am I shooting for? And I was like, well, we want to spend around $1,000, maybe a touch more. And we want to get 2,500 emails. That would be a success. Like, that's my goal. And so now I've already beat that goal. We're at 3,576 and I predict we're going to gain another 4,000. It seems like we're getting more every day for less because, again, the ad and, the actual giveaway is getting seasoned more. It's getting more out there. So I predict that we're going to spend probably around $1,200 on ads. I mean, I'm not going to stop spending what I'm spending. I think we're spending around $40 a day. And I'm not going to stop that if the numbers stay true here, right? So $1,200 on ads is what I'm predicting we're going to spend. $225 will be the prize. So we'll be all in for $1,425. And that's going to bring us to about 21 cents per email. All right. Little side note here, because some people say like, well, how do you know that the email is any good? Well, you kind of look at the open rate. And right now we're averaging over 22%, and we haven't even really started sending with, creative headlines and really gotten good at sending the emails yet, because we just kind of slapped this thing together because we just wanted to get it going. Because a lot of people, they think too much. They think like, I got to have everything perfect. And I did a whole episode on being, or suffering from perfectionism. So 22% is not bad. The industry standard is generally around 10. So we're above average, and I do believe we're going to get that up. Okay. And we're also going to be trimming the fat on the list, meaning we're going to be, taking people that aren't opening our emails and we're going to delete them. Why pay for those people? So even at the end of all of this, if I have 1,000 to 2,000 people that are paying attention to our brand and I spent $1,425, I'm good with that. I am so good with that, because that asset I can use over and over and over again, and I can drive people over to I can do so much. And that is an asset that I know will benefit the brand time and time again. All right. So what is next after the list build? Okay. That's the question that a lot of people want to know, right? So number one, we're going to create a follow-up sequence that drives people to our blog content, our home base. Currently right now, because we've been building this brand now for about 4 months now, 3.5, 4 months, started slow. Now we're ramping things up. And I say we're building it from scratch, where we're developing content, we're getting traffic. That's really our main goal right now, is to get that traffic. Right now, we have over 50 blog posts, just over 50 blog posts, and we're sharing these blog posts with our email list. That's the intent here, okay? We're adding another 10 new posts every single month. Again, it's part of our brand building strategy. We're all about getting the traffic in different sources, okay? Email list building is part of that, all right? And so number two is we're going to share product review posts with affiliate products on Amazon. This is a way that you can start getting paid back from the list build if you start sharing blog posts and content that are around products that are either yours or other people's, and then get paid a commission for the ones that you refer people to. So you don't have to wait until you get 20,000 visitors to your site in order to turn on an ad network that I've talked about before. You can start getting sales through affiliate products that you don't even have to sell yourself yet. Okay. So that's another part of our strategy. Part of those 50 blog posts, there's going to be some of those that are product review based, right? We'll review, the 5 top whatever, right, in that market, and then we will share that. Okay. And then the other thing, number 3, is we're going to build a relationship and connect with the audience and the market. That is a big thing there. We're going to communicate with these people on a regular basis, at least once per week. Now, if you did not listen to the episode, is it the last episode? We're at Monday here. No, it would have been the Wednesday before. So that episode was my 52x traffic momentum strategy, and it's a challenge, and that is to develop one new piece of content over the next year for 52 weeks. Well, guess what? We have this list. We now have a new piece of content we can share with them every single week, right? So we build out the content. We let the email list know that we have a new piece of content. We let them know about it. They go over there. We start getting that traffic. And I'm telling you, if we do this, we're going to build momentum. We're going to start getting indexed in Google. We'll start getting Google traffic. There's just so many benefits that happen after you kind of put all of these pieces together. But you need to remember that your email list is a channel that creates traffic whenever you send an email. Right? So you have to really train your list also that you're going to be showing up, sending content on a regular basis. And the people that don't want to hear from you, they're going to unsubscribe, and that's fine. That's how you can kind of trim your list without really even having to trim it yourself. Let them do it for you. And the way that you do that is you email them. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you want to email them promotion after promotion after promotion. No, but there is going to come a time that you're going to do a promotion. You're going to do a 3-day flash sale. And you're going to do what we call our 3-day profit push. You're going to do that type of sequence. There's so much that you can do. This is a huge asset and can speed up the process for getting traffic to your blog, your website, your home base, as we call it. All right. Now, just a little reminder here. I just covered a ton, but if you are interested in joining us in Brand Creators Academy and going through this with us, watching us build this out, watching other people build out their brands, want accountability, you want to commit, you want to plan, then definitely go check out brandcreators.com. Go there. If you're listening to this on the 6th of January, 2020, or the week of the 6th, you can enroll, and it's only for this short period of time. After that, you can go to brandcreators.com, and there will be a wait list there that you can join, and then also some free training, okay? But here's the deal. if you want to see this all being done in real time and showing, like literally us showing you the niche, how we figured out every different piece and how we're figuring things out along the way, what works, what doesn't work, then Brand Creators Academy is a perfect place for you. And I would love for you to join us in this open enrollment period right now, because 2020 is here. We are going to be focusing 100% on building out our brands. And this is something that I'm going to be doing in multiple spaces, by the way. Like, I come from the construction background. Years ago, you would buy a piece of land, you would put a house on that piece of land, and then from there you would sell the property. Well, we're going to do that just with websites and businesses, and we can either hold them and kind of like rent them and just collect the passive income, or we can take those, grow them out, and sell them. There's a whole bunch of different things that we can do, but this is what we're going to be doing. And I am sharing everything inside of Brand Creators Academy, as well as everyone else that's in there. There's so much help and support. We do 2 calls every single month. They're office hours calls. We do deep dives. We lift up the hood of the brand that we're working on and show you exactly what's next, what's coming, what worked, what didn't work, and all that stuff. So again, if you are at all interested in joining us, head over to brandcreators.com and you can join us over there. All right, guys, let me just do a quick little recap for you of what is happening here. And I'll give you those 7 steps one more time just to kind of close this down so I can kind of bring it all in. Number 1, you need to choose a lead magnet that is exciting and people really want in your market. Number 2, we created a giveaway offer, and that is really the secret sauce here to get this many emails this fast, and a value of $225. I always tell people at least $100 value. Okay, I mean retail value. If it costs you $20, that's fine. It just needs to be retail value at least $100. 3, create a landing page with the offer that also allows them to enter their name and email address, what we call a email capture form, in order to enter. Okay. Number 4, create a thank you page that has different ways for them to share and get extra entries. Incentivize them to share. And 5, create a Facebook fan page of your brand. So this way here, you can run Facebook ads, but also post some of your content there and start building some likes to that page. 6, create Facebook ad. Okay. Not that hard, but it has to be done, and you don't have to get fancy. And I'll tell you what, if you do join Brand Creators Academy, you're going to look at this ad and go, really? And that's kind of what we said. But sometimes pretty doesn't sell. All right. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But you do need to create a Facebook ad, not that hard. And we use a slideshow video, kind of like a movement of pictures, not just a static image of the prizes. And we really did focus on targeting the market's interest, Facebook pages, TV shows, and those types of things. All right. And then number 7 is create that follow-up message. Okay. Or messages, I should say. You want at least 2 in the beginning. So this way here, they hear from you, they know who you are, a little bit about yourself, and then also how they can share and how they can get more entries. All right, guys. So that is pretty much the behind the scenes, the play-by-play, the strategy on what we've done time and time again. This is the exact process, like I said, that we've used over and over again. The brand that I talk a lot about as the new brand, which is now about 2.5 years old, we've built that up to over 35,000 emails, and we have definitely trimmed the fat off that list over the years. But right now we are getting such great open rates, click-through rates, and it's just been a huge asset to that business. And any business that I've ever built has always had an email list building component. And that's why I feel so strongly about it. So again, guys, if you're interested in joining us, brandcreators.com for Brand Creators Academy. We would love to have you. And even if you don't join, make sure that you go through the brand growth validation checklist, which can be found also at brandcreators.com. All right, guys. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, remember, I'm here for you. I believe in you, and I am rooting for you. But you have to. Come on, say it with me. Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action. Have an awesome, amazing day. And I'll see you right back here on the next episode. Hey, before you go, could you do me one quick, small little favor if you haven't done so already? Can you head over to iTunes and leave me a review over there? I would really love to know how this podcast has helped you. How has it impacted your life? What is one thing that this podcast has helped you with? I would love to hear from you. And if you could do that over on iTunes in a review, that would be absolutely amazing. The other thing is, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could do that, that would be awesome too, because that way there, you'll never miss an upcoming episode. And we've got a lot of cool things in store for 2020. So if you could do that, that would be amazing.